place in the... Good morning. Oh, it's afternoon already. Gee, the time is flying. And we're still on the road. Yeah, it's not. Okay, good day to everyone. Hello Michelle, good afternoon. Michael's doing well. Michael's doing well, having a better day than yesterday. Hi Frida. Let's come online just to say this road is getting very long now and it's starting to irritate me. That's why I want Michelle to buy me a helicopter. How's it, Gerard? Gerard, how are you, my bro? Okay. So, yeah, I was waiting for a couple of more. Not my old wall. Hello, Audrey. How's it, Barry? Hi, Bernadine. Hi, Aubrey. How's it? Yeah, I'm very tired. This last year and a half has taken it out on me, but it's okay. You still have to run other businesses and do things. Hi V, hope you're well. Merle, Catherine, hey Simone, hello from Namibia. Sweet. We're about an hour away from our destination, an hour and a half. It feels like I've been driving for like 15 hours today. Yeah, shame. It's got tiring now. I've done this road 40 times, 50 times, 60 times in the last year, and it's too much. Hi from Santos Beach. How's it, Debbie? Santos Beach. Isn't that in Mossel Bay?
Yes, sir. Santos Bay.
Santos Beach, Santos Bay. How's it, Debbie? I think Michael's got a friend there. You know what I mean? Thanks, Frida. That's what I needed to hear. Thank you. Hi, Susan. Hi, Yanni. You know, you get to a point where you realize that a lot what you're doing is may change the country, may change a bit of the country, may change one person's life, and it's just got too much and too expensive now. And you still have to put up with these little hate pick. No. But what just why I came on here, a very disturbing tape is doing the rounds. Everyone's taping each other now. I'm telling you in South Africa, don't trust anyone. I trust no one. I trust no one. Okay, I may trust the bint. Yeah, I trust the bint. My sister I trust. But anyone, because today we're friends, tomorrow they brunt you. So be very careful what you say. Be very careful what you say in public, and be very careful what you say. A person's got a cell phone in his hand or in his pocket. Because the great esteemed Angus Mackenzie, a person that I can't stand with all my heart for particular reasons, one day what he said about a family member of mine, he was a councillor of Bonteheuwel. Now, he's a wannabe. His dad used to be a nice man. I think he's dead, Patrick Mackenzie. But Angus Mackenzie is a pompous, horrible, and he can take me to court because I hate this man and I don't hate people. So what's another word for it, Angus? I detest this man. I've detested this man since he said that remark about 6 years ago. And I'm a believer, like you know, in the vulture is a very, very, very patient bird. Today the voice note has been released where him as the DA councillor says take 1,000 packets. Listen to this. This is how cheap the coloured people are. And he's coloured. take 1,000 packets of food parcels to a place like Zor, that's in the Platteland, and they will all vote for you because they don't know any better. That is from Angus Mackenzie, a coloured councillor who is the councillor for the area of Bonteheuwel. The patient bird has waited 6 years to say this. So in other words, the DA are saying food parcels votes. How long does a food parcel wait? Or how long does a food parcel last? With Tank, probably a day. With me, probably a day and a half. Angie's tripping in the back here because he wants to know how can a Gam boy like that say take food parcels to the Gam as a DA and they will vote for you. Angie's tripping. Angie wants to take his lion because the lion's in the mood. Angie wants to take his lion now and go to Bonteheuwel and go see Angus Mackenzie because he has just put the coloured nation in as scavengers, and you can now buy a coloured vote for a food parcel. So Angus is tripping. Now I've got Tank tripping because his cunt left him. I've got Angus in the back because he's Gammachi, and he's saying how dare Angus Mackenzie say that he will vote if he gives him a food parcel. And the food parcel only costs about 40 Rand. Angus, do you want to tell us anything, bro? Angus says he's mal, but I won't use the other words he used because that was disgraceful. That's what's happening in South Africa. It's all about the money now, who we can buy. And I was sitting back here when I heard the tape, and I was sitting back here thinking about that pompous prick. I've challenged him to a political debate long before I went into politics, long before. He can't because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a window dresser in Bonteheuwel. People got burnt there the other day, and he calls out, "Hey, the community must help." So someone said to him, quite rightly so, "Why don't you be the first to take the lead, and why don't you help with your fat salary?" Angus Mackenzie has got a long list of running down his own coloured people. But this, for a food parcel that probably costs 50 Rand, if that, to buy the coloured vote. If I was a coloured today, I'd be tripping. I would be going absolutely insanely mad that a councillor of the DA, Angus Mackenzie, can say you can buy the vote with a food parcel to a coloured person. Are our coloured people so cheap? That's why I've always said the coloured people have always been in the middle. The coloured people have always been abused. The coloured people have always been victimized. The coloured people have always been used. That's why I love the coloured people so much. That's why I try and give them as much as I can. But a food parcel for a vote? Angus Mackenzie, we have got no other option. Me as not a politics and that crap. Let me get straight to you, man. Me as a white South African am disgusted by your words, and I ask for your immediate resignation. You should resign to say that a coloured person is worth a food parcel for a vote. And I tell you, I've said it on a couple of lives before. The DA's been doing this for years. I said it, I think last night or the night before, I think last night, where I said that the DA goes out, makes a little soup kitchen, gives a t-shirt, and you may be lucky if you get a piece of chicken, and then they want your vote. How can we abuse our coloured people like this? Huh? So in future, I'm not going to pay Angus. I'm just going to give him a food parcel. And then, another thing I said, I'm sorry I had to tell you I said these things. I said these things because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to this kind of guck. is that the COO of PRASA, the former one, now PRASA are the railway lines. PRASA are the ones that bought the trains for like 150 billion rand, and then it realized it didn't fit the tax. He says now he is not going to, he's considering not, and he will not go and appear before the Zondo Commission after being summoned and follow the lead of Jacob Zuma. It's the end of the Zondo Commission. The Zondo Commission may as well pack up today, because the high flyers, after the precedent being set by Shawhead, my brother Jacob, he's not going to go and appear. And that's where we said the other day, is the attacks on the judiciary is there. The judiciary is compromised. The legislature is compromised. What more can we do for South Africa? The government is compromised. Ace Magashulu the Great said today that he admits that the ANC are torn apart. Well, it doesn't, and that makes headlines. It doesn't really get to the point that Ace Magashulu must tell us that the ANC is torn apart. Any person with a standard education of sub A can know that they are torn apart. Yeah, Stephanie, this country is so, God come and relieve us of all this pain. This country is so, 2024 elections, none. Local elections, just go to Zor with food parcels, everyone will vote for you. Now, a coloured man can say that about coloured people. I don't know. How do you feel, Angus? Angus? How do you feel, Angie? Angus tripping, doesn't want to talk. The Zondo Commission is the biggest waste of time we've ever had. Everything that came out of the Zondo Commission we already knew. We just had to get a bit of dates and details. It's all out there. It's cost us billions of rands. It was another way of making a lot of people rich, a lot of lawyers rich, a lot of advocates rich, a lot of secretaries rich, a lot of Zondo rich. It was just a joke. There's not much that came out of the Zondo Commission that we didn't know in South Africa. Because if they'd done it properly, they would have brought back the Scorpions, they would have investigated all these cases separately, and all these people wouldn't have appeared in the Zondo Commission, they would have appeared in the High Court. That's where they should be, in the High Court, not in front of some nice Raymond Zondo, who's got a lovely way of speaking. He's a very good judge. I think he's a very, very fair man, but he's getting a lot of cruin. But if it had been investigated properly, how many people have been prosecuted from the Zondo Commission? Been going on for 3 years, he wants another 2. It's cost a couple of billion, he wants more billion. What have we proved? We haven't proved to say, well, South Africa, we knew that, because we knew that. Every right-minded South African knew the corruption that was going on. Hi, Jeanette. So they knew there was the corruption that was going on. Debbie else can be angry with me. She doesn't even know what day of the week it is. You know what I mean? So, like I said, where's all the farm murder protests? Debbie else is nothing. Debbie else comes from nothing, is a nothing, and has never been. She can't be offended because show me the track record of Debbie else. I've also challenged Debbie else. Let's have a debate on politics. Debbie else, this is gospel truth. Take me for a liar and take the test. They asked me to speak at Senekal, or we can ask to speak at Senekal. Graham goes there, speaks to the Oak. Okay, you can speak at Senekal. She comes to me and Graham, and she says, Anthony, can I get up with you and speak? And I said, no. That's what made Debbie Nachi. Why do you think Mornay walked away from her the other day? Why do you think she walked away from the 1 million group? Because she's a nothing. She's got nothing tangible behind her to say, I've achieved this in life. What has she achieved besides making a post to stop farm murders? I ask with tears in my eyes. What has she achieved in life? Not what you could do. What has you achieved so you got a bit of a CV? The only thing she runs around, she was a social commentator. I don't want to run her down because she's a nothing. She's a nothing. At Brackenfell, asking for airtime and Red Bull. Is that an activist? And then going on a wall all the time asking for cars, food, money, airtime, etc. Come on, man, she's got no CV. I'm up to here with the people, so I'm going to attack them straight on. Straight on. Debbie Els, I challenge you to a political live debate. Come. Please, Miss Els, I challenge you to a factual live debate. Why do you think all those people walked away from you, Debbie? Because they saw you were only about the money. You can't even pay your own rent. What do you work? How do you make your income, Debbie? Miss Els, how do you make money? Sisyo. Whenever Debbie Els needs a bit of publicity, she mentions my name. That's got an honor. Thanks, Debbie. But I'm not going to give you publicity, girl. Because you don't even know the left wing from the right wing of politics. But you've been very quiet lately because you haven't been to any farm murder scenes. You haven't arranged any protests. You haven't arranged any speeches. Now you're suddenly quiet and no one's giving you money, so you mention Anthony Hall's name so you can become popular. Hey, Debbie. I don't mind you using my name, Debbie, but don't cuck to me. You want to debate? Debate me. But don't con the public. Don't con the public. Stop the farm murders. Where have you stopped the farm murders? What have you done? Oh yes, Debbie, wait. Hold it. I was in Pretoria. I'm back to Pretoria now. The day that you were asking for money and protection in Pretoria to go see the Hawks, who did you see? Who did you see, Debbie? I know she's listening. Who did you see, Debbie? You know about that con you pulled, huh? No, Debbie Els, you can't con me, man. I've been a con longer than you, man. You want to con me? I've been a drug addict for 25 years, man. But I still had big business. And to use my name, Debbie, you know people are going to watch it. Otherwise, you wouldn't use my name because Mornay's left you, other people have left you, because they've seen through you, and I've said that for years. You're a nothing, Debbie. With the greatest respect, you're a lady. I want to know who you saw in Pretoria, Debbie. Was it the same person of the Hawks? I went in. Please tell me. When you ask the people, you need bodyguards and you need money to get in Pretoria. And when you went in Pretoria, you asked for more money. Who did you see from the Hawks there, Debbie? You said a couple of months ago you're going to lead a march around the country and you're going to go walk and drive and do all these things around the country for farm murders. Where is it, Debbie? People aren't stupid, Debbie. They listen to your pathetic live videos that you know nothing about politics. All you know is how to ask. You should go work for the NSRI and ask for donations so you can save people on the sea. Because anything else you can't do. And I'm saying that with a lot of love. Otherwise, you'll take my challenge for a live debate. Explain why Mornay left you, Debbie. Explain why 1 million left you, Debbie. Debbie, I got more intelligent experience than Neil the Beer times 4. Because I've made contacts my whole life. I drive around and make contacts. You can call me the contact. Who did you see at the Hawks? Was it the same Brigadier Hazel? Captain? No. Come there, you ask people for money there. Who did you see? I know you're on here, Debbie. So you may as well answer me. You saw no one. You conned the people again. What did you do about you were gonna organize that young white boy who got charged at Brackenfell 1. The man's been phoning me and his mother's been phoning me every second day. I'm challenging you now, Debbie. Let's put this thing to bed once and for all. Let's have a live 1-hour debate on the political situation and the political history of the Republic of South Africa. And I'll put questions to you and you can put questions to me. It's easy to write a little note, Miss Else. It's easy to write a post. It's easy to go on with your little wimpy voice and beg for money and beg for airtime and beg for Red Bull. And then tell the people you're going to Pretoria, contact them from Pretoria, ask for more money to get home after you've seen the Hawks for 3 days. Who did you see, Debbie? Then you can go tell people, Debbie, who my mukhus are. Because the problem with you, Debbie, and some other 1 or 2 social commentators, you've got no contacts. Your contacts is what you read on Facebook. Mine is not. Mine is what I get straight from the horse's mouth. Everything I've called in the last 5 months has come true. Ah, Debbie, think clever? No. Contacted. Connected. I told you before, Debbie, you should have listened to me. The vulture is a patient bird. I could put out so much dirt on you here now, Debbie, but that's not the kind of man Anthony Wall is. I'm sorry. I'm not a fail cut, and I believe I'm a gentleman. So I ask you, after you scamming the public that you were making an MPO, what's your MPO number, Debbie? And when last have you filed reports? Come, yourselves. All the donated money, where is it? When you came to Henneman, Debbie, you and Morne were in the car. You walked around with a camera and you took a video, and then you got into the car. On the car was written, "Our Voices." You then drove in a southerly direction. Where did you go to, Debbie? I'll tell you. Where did you go, Debbie, if you want to call my friends mukhus? When you left Henneman, where did you go to? On the South African money. Debbie, when you were in Mossel Bay, on a march that you said you arranged, it was actually arranged by the South African police services that drove down the main road of Mossel Bay, drove down the beach area of Mossel Bay, came out the far side by the caravan park, went back towards the police station way, and you conned the public, I think it was for Women's Day or something, and you conned the public that you arranged it. Debbie, did you not see me sitting on the balcony watching? Of the Point Hotel. So don't call my friends mukhus, Debbie. It's not nice. It's not nice, Debbie. When you come out after you've been in hibernation now for months, you come out and you use my name because you know my name's going to get you publicity. It's not nice, Debbie. Debbie, at Brackenfell High School, when you finished your live video to the South African public on their airtime. What is the name of the biggish, I'm saying that with love now, what is the name of that biggish woman you went to and asked for money? Maybe the mother of my daughter? Wake up, baby. Debbie, what was the name of that fattish, not fattish, well-built woman you asked for money at Brackenfell 1? Could it have been the mother of my child? Was it the mother of my child? Debbie, ons speel met kinders, Debbie. Ons speel nie met groot mense nie. So if you want to call all my friends, Booker, you carry on, Debbie. I'm going to ask you for the third time now. I know you're watching. Who was that well-built woman that you came and asked for money after Brackenfell 1 and used Anthony Hall's name? Can you maybe tell us? Do you want me to put a picture of her up? No, Debbie, if you want to fight with the big boys, you must know how to handle the big boys. Huh? That's why the other people left you, Debbie. Yes, I've got plenty of stuff people talk about me, but it's in the open. Yours isn't, Debbie. How much rent do you pay a month where you stay, Debbie? How do you, Debbie Els, generate an income to pay your rent? How do you buy food? How do you generate an income to buy food, Debbie? Did you stay at Mossel Bay in the guest house for free? Did you tell the people that you were the activists of the farm murderers and stay in a guest house in Mossel Bay for free? Hi, Vincent. You've been doing this to me for about 2 years, Debbie, since 16th of October. When you phoned me and you told me what the Skellum Jared Petzer was. Remember? And then you blocked me from Messenger. And I've never met Jared Petzer, so I've had my things to say about him. He had his things to say about me. We've left each other. Paul Santo, we've left each other in peace. Just to carry on doing what we're doing. Someone said to me earlier or yesterday that move 1 million of cleaning streets. I said, well, congratulations. Quite, Philip. That's quite right. So, Debbie, can you answer just 3 simple questions? How do you get the money to pay your rent? How do you get the money to buy your food? And how do you get your money to pay petrol in that car? Who buys your clothes? Who was the lady you asked for money at Brackenfell 1? Can you give us a breakdown of your MPO number, please? Can you give us a breakdown of what you have spent with an MPO? Can you tell me how many times you've been to Ashley's restaurants in Cape Town, in Goodwood, on other people's money? I'm not even getting to the big stuff yet, Debbie. Debbie, I'm still on the pushy stuff, the catty stuff. I don't want to get to the big stuff on an open forum. How much money did farmers donate for you to come up to Senekal? At Brackenfell 1, what did you promise that young man who was arrested? Oh, is that what she said? We drunk into... Oh. She can say what she likes, but she can't answer these questions I'm asking you. Debbie, what was the name of the private investigator you got who now works for me to investigate me? I'm asking you to answer these questions if you want to. Please give me the name of the private investigator that you appointed, who then said he will do it free of charge because of what you do for the farm murders to investigate my background. He now works for me. What was his name? What is his name? Come, Debbie, play the big boys. See, Debbie, I could get very dirty now because I could say something now that will rock your boat till the day you die. But I won't do it now. I told you the vulture's a patient bird. I've been patient with you, Debbie. I've been very patient with you because you're sitting in your lounge with one couch and all you're doing is running Anthony Hall down because I've refused to get on to allow you to get onto the stage with me at Senekal to speak because you don't know what you're speaking about. Oh, Carlo Fullion, he was the one who said how great I was after I dropped charges against him. The advocate who's not on the bar anymore from Melkbos Strand. Ask people from the police forum about Melkbos Strand. I dropped charges against Carlo. I don't want to go his way. She's right to Carlo Fullion. Now you'll see the true light, hopefully. Debbie, where's the spreadsheet? Where's the name of the private investigator? Debbie, what farmer's wife did you phone 2 days after he was murdered for money that you want to come up and be there and get lead investigators from your connections in the Hawks? What was her name, Debbie? Why did you have another organization where you were saving, I think, the puppies of South Africa, and then you went to what was trending in South Africa and you opened up an organization, not an organization, was your books, opened up a place or a page and a group called Stop Farm Murders? What happened to the other organization? Where's that money? For months you've been playing with me and I haven't answered, Debbie. Debbie, for months you've been attacking my integrity in front of my daughter and in front of my girlfriend and in front of my sister and in front of my friends, and I've stayed still. Who is that woman you asked for money for food and petrol at Brackenfell 1? Why did you get a private investigator almost a year ago to investigate me, Debbie? Who didn't charge you because you couldn't afford to pay him? Debbie, you can't say anything more that you've said about because you've run me down for the last 6 months, 8 months. There's nothing more to say. That's my question, Debbie. Why did you go live today? Because you need money? Is it because you need money, Debbie, that you had to use my name again to get a bit of publicity? Because my name brings publicity, I know that. Debbie, the money that was sent to you for the March for One Move Million, and the money you collected for One Move Million, and I'm not knocking on One Move Million because they're on their own trip and we've got an agreement. Where is the money you collected? Debbie, else you have never been a role player in South Africa. You can't contribute to South Africa in any way. You're not a leader. You go on other people's Facebooks and then see what is trending, and then you go open a page like you did Stop Farm Murders. What have you done to stop farm murders? In the last 6-7 months, don't tell me COVID, what have you done for the farm murderers or the farmers of South Africa? Why, after attacking me for 8 months, Miss Else, have you never took up my challenge for an open debate? Why did you start running me down after I refused you permission to stand on the podium with me at Senekal because you don't know what you're talking about? What is your history that you can add value to the South African public, mainly the farm murders? I'll tell you what it is. The farm murders were trending. Everyone in South Africa was in uproar about the farm murders. Njangi was in uproar about the farm murders. You jumped on a bandwagon. You played on the sympathy of the South African farmers and their deceased, and you received a lot of money. You even received a car. So by playing on the emotions of the South African people, you moved from some other organization to the farmers. You went up to Senekal twice. You went to Henneman once. You went to and lied to the South African public that you went to Pretoria to see the head of the Hawks. Please give me his name. I'll give you his name. You lied that you arranged the Move 1 Million march in Cape Town. You lied that you arranged the march with the police in Mossel Bay. I'll ask you again, Miss Else, who pays your rent? Who buys your food? Who pays for your clothes? Who buys your electricity? And who buys your water? What is your employment? I've got a job. What job do you have? Again, I come to you, Debbie. I'm going to ask you the first question and get up boring, my friends. Who is the well-built woman you asked for money for rent, etc. from at Brackenfell 1? My daughter and my ex, the mother of my daughter, stay in Brackenfell. Debbie, I put it to you. When you opened up about the farm murders and became a voice of something you don't know nothing about, law, you robbed the South African public on emotions. Because the farm murders were the most emotive point in South African democratic history. Because kill the farmer, kill the boer, kill the farmer was entrenched in the society and the analogy and the narrative of the post-democratic society of South Africa. Right. And you jumped on a bandwagon. And today, I'd like to thank you. And today that you chose to speak about me when I haven't spoken about you in a long time. I ask you with tears in my golden blue eyes, Debbie Els. A, who has financially sustained you in the last 3 years? And B, the most important thing, what have you offered the farmers of this country? Besides laying one charge against Malema, I've laid 15 against him. What have you done for the South African farmer? On whose money? What you've said about my friends there, Debbie, about Mukhuzu's sector, what I've said to you now is just out of my head. Quite straight out of my head. Don't let me come on later and mind blow the South African public. You better apologize to my friends for calling them fucking Mukhus. I guarantee you that. God bless you all. God bless you, Miss Els.